Welcome to Sacred Ground Watering Beneficial Seeds. I'm Michael Malley,
And I'm Ollie Malley.
and today we'll begin with Ollie leading us in a short meditation, then I'll give a little talk on resacralizing our lives.
We invite you to enjoy the sound of the bell. Breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I relax. Breathing in, feeling the present moment. Breathing out, feeling the joy of this present moment.
In the last talk, I shared about fearlessness. Um, and when we speak of fearlessness, it's not about being kind of this macho, courageous type person, but moving beyond fear. Um, and one of the things that the Tibetan Buddhist teacher Chogyam Trungpa spoke of in the reading from last time was allowing for sadness. And so sometimes when we're in a state of fear, we don't allow for the sadness within ourselves. And of course, there's always sadness. But at a time like this, during the pandemic, uh, it's right there. The fear, the sadness is right there. And so creating the space for that. And another element in terms of, for me, thinking about moving beyond fear, I think of what Thich Nhat Hanh says. I often quote him on this. Um, and I love his little humor that you might catch in this. He says, I can tell you where the Buddha and Jesus live. He said, I I know their exact address. I can even give you the zip code. And what Thich, that's what they call Thich Nhat Hanh, what Thich says is, the Buddha and Jesus live right here. And again, right here. In this moment. In this moment. Not in the past, not in the future, but in this moment. This moment is sacred. And to draw from another Tibetan teacher, I want to share with you my aspiration for the pure awareness of nowness in this sacred moment. An aspiration to be completely here. To be right here. Not worried about what the future holds, not regretting the past, but right here. And what happens when we enter into that? I'm looking out the window here. We have a black walnut tree in the backyard. Big, big tree. And the branches are just moving. Very subtly. It's morning time and I could see the sun shining upon them. I could see the shade. I could see the glistening of light in cars in the parking lot across the way. And if I move my head, the glistening changes. We've associated this with kind of sarcastic, oh yeah, so guy's been toking a lot, you know. I don't do any drugs. It's about presence. It's sacred right now. Yes, there's worries, there's concerns, but right now, wherever you are, whoever you are, there's something beautiful and sacred at play. This is not about denying all the pain and suffering. Actually, watch that last video. We want to open to that sadness. We also want to open to what's not wrong and the beauty of this moment. I feel my fingers. One of my great-grandmothers had lost an arm. She couldn't do that. Most of us can feel our fingers. Many of us can pick up the phone or get online and connect with a loved one. The pure awareness of nowness in this sacred moment. I consider both Jesus and the Buddha as my teachers. I read their words all the time, but I also need to know that I can meet the living Buddha, the living Christ, right here. Right? I can experience love, compassion, right? And even sorrow. Even that deep love that shows as mourning, right? There's horrific suffering going on. There's thousands of people dying. And at the same time, there's incredible people on the front line showing compassion, offering care, risking their own lives. And in all of this, there's the sacredness of each moment. I invite you into that. I invite you into that aspiration. To think a few times during the day, maybe several times during the day. I aspire toward the pure awareness of nowness in this sacred moment.
Breathing in, I'm here in this present moment. Breathing out, I feel this precious present moment. Breathing in, I feel the fear that is inside me. Breathing out, I release that fear. Breathing in, I feel the sorrow that's inside me. Breathing out, I release that sorrow. Breathing in, I feel the joy that's inside me. Breathing out, I share that joy with others. Breathing in, I feel the strength that is inside me. Breathing out, I give that strength to others. Breathing in, I feel the firmness that is inside me. Breathing out, I feel rooted and strong. Breathing in, I enjoy the present moment. Breathing out, I feel the strength and the joy that is in this moment. I breathe in and I feel my strength. I breathe out, I feel rooted.